Yes. So, as I was saying, that I got an opportunity 2, 3 years back to have an interaction with few of the French people, and I do wanted to share some of the basic thing about the French culture, guys. The first thing is that what I have felt that French people are not that much extrovert. Okay. Talat, I'll cover the details about the course as well, but I'll go step by step. Okay. So just stay connected till the end of the session. So, like, French people are really not that much extrovert, right? Like, it takes time to have an interaction with the new people. They are pretty much obsessed with their culture and language. Okay. Like, they never speak English. They never ever speak English, guys. Whether they are in a multinational company, whether they are in a hospital, anywhere, like, they never speak English. Even if you are replying something or saying something in English, they won't give you a reply back in English again. So they are stick to their traditions, very traditional people, and they do not follow something extra apart from their culture, honestly. Now, I have felt one thing for sure. Like, I think 50% it's true as well, and 50% I think it's sometimes can be taken as a rumor as well. But French people do not like English culture much. You know why? I think, like, I tried to, understand this part, but that I have understood from their vision that they say that English culture, English men and women always want to pretend that they are very much busy and workaholic in their life. They don't have time for their family members. Okay. They they do want to have an independent life just after 16. They want to take their decisions on their own. But apart from this, French people are bit different from this. Okay. They want to take, like, they want to take the traditions ahead further. Okay. Now, if I'll speak about the cuisine, guys, okay, so we must have tasted a lot of French cuisine in India as well, in lots of the restaurants. But, like, what is their regular food habit? Okay, what do they eat on the daily basis? Okay, so the first thing is this: le baguette, that is the bread; le pain, again a type of bread; le pain grillé, again toast; la confiture. Next thing, that is cheese and wine, a very like a popular duo that is being popular there. So that is the le fromage et vin, le fromage et vin, pretty popular. And apart from this, they consume all kind of meat and fishes. That is la viande et poisson. They consume all kind of meat and fishes. And in their bakery shops, you will find le croissant de beurre, the croissant de chocolat, etc. A lot many of things. Okay, le lait au chocolat, le café, very popular there. Like, if I'll speak about their industrial part, fashion industry is running at its top for sure, and also the production of cosmetic products and brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, like L'Oréal Paris, etc. They want to create good brands, okay, luxurious brands basically. And now, like, about their national festival is Le Bastille, which is being celebrated on 4th of Juillet. Okay, that is 14th of July every year, in which they do the traditional dancing and some movements and, like, making their traditional dishes, etc. Okay, so yes, like, this was a basic idea about the French culture, guys. Now, guys, anybody available here, like, who know what is exactly how French accent does sound? Anybody do have idea about this?
Oh, oh.
Sorry, Nathan, can you repeat it once more? I think his
Ma'am,
voice.
he's my son. Actually, he learns, he knows
Uh-huh.
little bit. That's why, he's just telling the pronunciation. I know, no. Let ma'am, that's okay. That's okay. He's telling the pronunciation of some words.
Okay, okay. Actually, his just voice goes, like, break in between, like, broken between. So I just got confused that if he's saying something or what.
It is O.
Okay,
O.
okay.
What is O, baby? O no manya ach.
We. That's we. Okay, that's we. So, guys, like, how many people know about the, French accent? Like, please let me know in the chat box that they must have heard French accent or they know about the French pronunciation previously. Please let me know in the chat box. We, yes, no idea. Rest of the people, guys, we, guys, rest of the people, please also mention about the. Okay, not an issue, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna show you something over my screen. Okay, that's a part of my presentation, which has a small paragraph in French. I'm gonna read it out, and I want to show you the pronunciation and the accent that we are going to follow throughout the like throughout the sessions in this organization. Because what happens, there is multiple Indian organization, but actually they are teaching French as well, but they're not following a proper French accent. That is the major problem. So that's the reason I wanted to show you how exactly the French accent does sound. Okay, so let me just present you my screen. It's in the process. Give me 1 minute. So guys, I'm just presenting my screen. Please acknowledge that whether it's visible or not. And Komal, je m'appelle Ayanshi Rajans. One second. Guys, please acknowledge whether my screen is visible or not.
Yes, it's visible.
Thank you so much for the acknowledgement.
Screen.
So guys, this is a PPT of mine from the A1 level, and there is a small paragraph that's in French, okay? That's a fictional paragraph, okay? And where a girl is trying to introduce herself in French, and I'm gonna read it out, okay? So I hope everybody is ready, guys. Can I go ahead with the reading part now? I hope that everybody is equally excited to hear something in French, right? So shall I begin? I hope everyone. Okay. Salut, je m'appelle Sandra, j'ai 19 et je suis colombienne. J'habite en Colombie, à Bogota, et je suis étudiante en langue moderne à l'université. Je parle espagnol, anglais, un petit peu d'italien et un petit peu de français. J'aime les langues et je vous apprends le portugais et l'allemand aussi. Je pense que le français est une belle langue, mais ses règles grammaticales sont parfois très difficiles. Mais je dis c'est parce que j'ai seulement un niveau à deux du français et il y a beaucoup de choses. Guys, mute yourself. Please. Choses à apprendre. Okay. There is one more presentation, guys. There is one more paragraph. I'm just going to read out 5 to 6 lines, okay, for this as well. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jackie, j'ai 46 ans, j'étudie le français au lycée et à l'université quand j'étais plus jeune. Cependant, je n'ai jamais eu la possibilité de voyager en France dans un pays qui le parle. Quelques années plus tard, j'ai décidé d'étudier le français encore une fois pour mieux communiquer avec mes correspondants français et canadiens. So guys, these were the two of the French paragraphs. Level best to be very slow, okay, because speaks very fast. In their normal colloquial language, they speak very fast, okay. But yes, We don't have to just focus on the fast thing, okay, that how fluent we can be. We have to focus on the perfect pronunciation, okay, like whether it's je m'appelle, it's le père, la mère, l'université. We have to focus on the words, okay. So that's why let's start today's presentation, guys. Anybody wants to say something about the pronunciation part, how they felt about the pronunciation, mediocre, average, like, or they have already heard it, so it was easier for them to understand. Anyone wants to share something about the pronunciation part? Okay, it sounds so hard. Rest.
It's just easy.
Okay, so I say speak and listen well, reading and writing is poor. Okay, c'est bon. Okay, so guys, yes, like I know for a few people who are at the very beginners level, okay, so they must have felt it that it is very hard. But honestly, guys, you have to follow just the basic steps, okay, just the basic steps and right and proper guidance to do a correct pronunciation, okay. That's why we have to just follow the proper guidance to get a perfect sound and pronunciation. And I'm going to help you out in the future for sure. Okay. Now, guys, let's start today's presentation. I'll just present my screen. Allow me for 1 minute. This is my presentation, guys, that I'm going to cover today. Okay. And let's start this. Okay. Bienvenue, bonjour. That is welcome and hello, everyone. Now, guys, about French. Okay. So, French is spoken as a native language in more than 2 dozen countries on 5 continents. Okay. And that's definitely true. Okay. French is an official language in 29 countries across the multiple continents, most of which are the members of the Organisationnel International de la Francophonie, the community of 84 countries which share the official use of teaching of French. French is also one of the 6 official languages used in the United Nations. Okay. French is the second most commonly taught second language in the world after English, and making it a real possibility that speaking French will come in handy practically anywhere you travel. Okay, anywhere you travel. Now, French is the second most frequently used language on the internet. French is ranked the second most influential language in the world. And really, guys, that is 100% true, honestly, about the French. After English, this is the language which is being used globally all over the world. Now, guys, let's just start with the very basic, okay, totally scratch. I'm going to start this presentation with the proper scratch part of the French grammar. So, l'alphabet en français, okay, l'alphabet en français. So, there are 26 alphabets in the French language, guys. Exactly, they are same what we have understood in English, but this time the pronunciation sounds a bit different, okay. So, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. The pronunciation of alphabet R, which is a gargling sound that's come throughout the throat, okay? R, 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 S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Répétez une fois, repeating it once more. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I hope that's clear for everyone, guys. I hope this is clear. Let's move ahead now about the countings in French, guys. So honestly, guys, the whole counting depends on the basic countings 1 to 20. Okay. So let's just focus on the countings 1 to 20. How do we say 1 to 20 countings in French? Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Répétez une fois. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these were the French countings, guys. Now let's come to a basic sentence framing, guys, because here in this session, there are all kinds of people available, right? Somebody who knows something about the French, somebody who's totally fresher for the French. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on this. Okay, so for example, guys, like if you want to say, how do you write your name? Okay, so it again have, like saying please in French. Okay, that is s'il te plaît and s'il vous plaît. There is a way to be formal and to be informal, guys. And in French, guys, in most of the thing, it's happened like this. Okay, that you try to be formal and you try to be informal. Okay, so that's why if you want to be, like informal, and if you want to say, how do you write your name? So it will be, comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît? Comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît? Okay. And in case, if you want to be formal, okay, then you have to say, s'il vous plaît, that is please, s'il vous plaît, which will be, comment on écrit votre nom, s'il vous plaît? Comment on écrit votre nom, s'il vous plaît? Okay. Now, guys, in written, you can reply et toi, like and you, or et vous, that is and you, like and you. Okay. Either you can be informal, that is et toi, and either you can be formal, that is et vous. Now, guys, there are some basic greetings in French. Okay, we are not going to cover the all of that. Okay, but we are just trying to cover the basic ones. Okay, bonjour, that is hello. Bonjour, that is good morning. Okay, because good morning and hello in French is bonjour. Okay, next one, goodbye is au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. Good evening is bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. Good night is bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit. Okay, and how are you? If you want to say casually, it will be comment ça va? Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Okay. Bien et vous? Bien et vous? Somebody is asking, comment ça va? Okay. So it can be good and you. Comment allez-vous? Okay. Good and you. If you want to say bien et vous. Okay. Merci, merci, thank you. If you want to say thank you very much or thanks a lot, it will be merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Nobody will say merci, merci, that's wrong. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Okay. A bientôt, that is see you later or see you soon. Okay. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. Please or s'il te plaît for the informal version. If somebody is saying merci, and if you want to say you are welcome, so how you will say? You will say je vous en prie, je vous en prie, je vous en prie, or even you can also say de rien, it's nothing, de rien, it's nothing. Okay, enchanté, enchanté, that is pleasure meeting you, nice to meet you, enchanté, enchanté. Now, guys, about the basic introduction, guys. Okay, this is a very basic one. How you can introduce yourself in French in a really basic manner. Okay, so how we can do this? Okay, let's take an example from here. Bonjour, je m'appelle Henriette, je suis philippine, je viens du Davao, j'habite à Lanang, j'ai 20 ans. So what does it mean, guys? Bonjour, hi, je m'appelle Henriette, I am Henriette, je suis philippine, I am Philippine, je viens du Davao, I am from Davao, j'habite à Lanang, j'habite à Lanang, okay, and j'ai 20 ans, j'ai 20 ans, I'm 20 years old, j'ai 20 ans, okay, I'm 20 years old. Okay, you can also tell something about you know, yourself like this. Like for example, if I'm saying something about myself, so it will be bonjour, je m'appelle Ayanshi, je suis zambienne, je viens de Kolkata, j'habite à Kolkata, j'ai 25 ans, j'ai 25 ans. Okay, anybody can tell anything about themselves like this. Okay, now guys, I hope up till it's clear. Any doubt, guys? I know few people must be starting their French, so I know it's not easier to understand these phrases and lines. Okay, don't worry. Okay, it's just an overall, you know, session. That's why I'm trying to cover all of the parts. Okay, you know, like getting started with the Henry Haven. Okay, let's try to understand. So guys, Henry Haven started in 2013 and it's based in San Francisco, California. Henry Haven is a competency development organization offering focused learning solutions, those cater to diverse audience from industry and academics. Okay, it has its presence in India, Sri Lanka, San Francisco, and Beijing. Okay, now guys, delivered instructor-led training to a client base of 3 lakh plus learners. Okay, delivered self-paced training to a client base of 2 lakh plus learners, providing 80 plus courses, vendor with 150 plus corporates, partner to 80% colleges pan-India. Okay, so this was about the Henry Harvin, guys. Okay, now what are the program features of Henry Harvin? Let's try to understand this. I have already mentioned, guys, there are 6 levels. One second. Okay, actually, guys, there was some, you know, like noise disturbance. So, guys, I'll come to the questions in the chat box as well. Yes, so it's Pakya Raj. So I'm not able to pronounce it correctly, or I don't know it's whether I'm doing it right or not. Yeah, his question is how to say number 90. Okay, so number 90 does not have its own specific name, and that is the reason number 90 is 80 plus 10. So that is the reason it is being, you know, written down or pronounced as 80. Okay, 80 is for 80, and you have to add 10 to it. 80. Okay, 80. I hope you have got your answer. Okay, now let's move ahead again where we have left our presentation. So guys, as I have already mentioned that the sessions are going to be live training sessions like the way we are having the session right now. Bootcamp sessions that is going to happen weekly. Okay, and the membership of Henry Haven Language Academy. Okay, at the beginners level, that is A1, then beginners level A2, intermediate level B1, B2, advanced level C1 and C2. Okay, program details, guys, training fees, assignments and projects, certification, life membership of Writing Academy, e-learning LMS portal access, guys. There is gonna be an e-learning LMS portal, guys, where you are going to get content, every content, material, or you know, related to subject matter about the French. Monthly boot camps are gonna happen, unlimited access to multiple trainers as well. Now, guys, these are the social media platforms where Henry Haven is available. I'm going to share the link for each of them in the chat box, guys, so that you can open up and access them. Okay. So first I'm sharing it for the Facebook. I'm sharing it in the guys. Yes, Shaurya, we do have an LMS. We do have an dashboards where we share content, material, and also where the class recording gets updated. Because whatever sessions we do have, each of the sessions are going to be recorded and the class recordings are getting posted at your Henry Haven portal. Okay. Shaurya, I'll come to your questions as well. How many students are there in a class? Now, guys, I'm sharing the link for LinkedIn. You can go ahead and check out the links. I have already shared that in the chat box. I'm sharing for the Twitter as well. Okay, and the last one, that is for the YouTube. Oh, sorry. Guys, I have shared the link in the chat box, guys. Okay, and now the next part. Okay, now, guys, our upcoming batches are gonna start every week. Okay, and if you want to talk to someone from the Henry Hubin, guys, okay, you can simply just call or WhatsApp over this number, guys. Please, if you want to, please note it down. Okay, 9891953953. Okay, and the email is hello@henryharvin.com. Hello@henryharvin.com. Okay. Now, guys, this was all about the PPT. Now you can ask your questions from your end. So, Shaurya was asking a question like how many students are there, in a particular session. So it's not more than, 9 to 10 students, 5 to 10 students, a maximum amount of students that I have dealt in Henry Haven here in a particular session. So not more than 5 to 10 students in a session. Maximum, it's going to be 10, 12, that's it. Next question, guys. Anybody having any more questions, doubts?
For A1 batch, how many days are there for classes? How many days is classes? How many hours will be there?
Yes. So, sir, like honestly, if I'll say, like there are almost 40 hours of session, 40 to 45 hours of session. Okay. Each day the session is going to be of 2 hours. Either you can select your schedule like Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, the all day long, or either you can just choose Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then, TTS. So it will take time according to that. But overall, there is 45 hours of session almost. And we can say that it's 20 to 25 session. It belongs in between of that for A1, and same goes ahead with the A2, and B1 is a bit more. It takes at least 50 hours to complete the syllabus, 50 to 55. Sadikala, yes, Sadik, yes. So for each level, 5 days per week. Depends what kind of batch you are choosing. It depends. Either you are choosing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday batch, or whether you are taking a batch Saturday, Sunday, or whether you are taking a batch of MWF and TTS. So it totally depends upon what kind of batch you are going to choose. That depends upon your choice, and you can choose any kind of batch. You have to just inform your counselor that I'm going to choose this kind of batch. I want this kind of schedule. I'm available at this particular time. So he or she can arrange a batch like that according to your schedule.
What will the fees of A1 and A2?
So really sorry, I won't be the right person to share about the fees here over this session. Okay, you can simply connect with your counselor, or he or she can guide you about the fee structure about all of the courses. Okay.
You have mentioned a number on this, so we can call them and ask them right on this.
Yes,
right?
like shall I mention the number in the chat box?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got it.
Okay, wait, I'll just do it. So it's 9891. I'm repeating it as well. And I'm also sharing in the chat box. 9891 9539. So guys, also I have shared the contact details in the chat box. I don't know about the participation certificate, guys, okay? But as per I can know, when you join, okay, you get the certificates for each of the level, whatever levels you are going to complete here, A1, A2, B1. For each level, you have to clear your exams, okay, with the Henry Howell. You have to give the exams, you have to clear those exams, and then you can apply for the certification, and you get certificates from the Henry Howell. That's a government authorized certificates, okay, and a bit valuable one. You have 3 attempts to clear that exam. So after that, you get the certificates. See, like, one second. Yes, Nathan, speak up.
I'm person for Pahli on phone say. Chupu
Dupui? Dupui ko? Since when?
Okay. Chupu. Chupu
No, you said na,
Seri.
Ma'am, actually, our purpose is we need someone who can speak to him in French. Because he's small, he don't need these certificates. So that is what his purpose. So do you have something like that where he can speak to someone in French?
See, he can speak French, but he should be correct in the accent, right? And when he can be correct in the accent, then only the other people can understand what he's trying to say in French, right? So if he's saying je voudrais, like the line is saying depuis, after that I didn't got that what number he's saying. So that's the reason, like I said, that a proper pronunciation should be required, right? Because if I'm the person who is speaking French, but the other person is not able to understand me because I'm not saying a right accent, then it becomes useless to say something in French, right? Like if I'm saying je parle en français, so if je parle en français, if you don't get the correct accent, I won't be able to understand that. So that's the major difficulty. So in terms of communication, first we deal with the basics. And the reason here is that we cannot just speak in French because the participants who are connected here, they are from really basic, okay? They are just going to join the French classes. So if I would be speaking in French, they won't be able to understand mine because they're going to join French classes in future. So they don't know French right now. So that is the scenario. And yes, while you join the session, the communication classes are there. We have to speak in French. We have to do the listening part. We also have to do the speaking part as well. And with the proper French accent, not just, like speaking of the words. That is the main thing.
Okay,
okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome. How to register for the, yes, Nirai, you have to simply just ask your counselor, and he or she will help you to register for the French classes. You have to just contact your counselor for this same. Sorry, let me just scroll up the chat box. What is PG French? Okay, so it's a postgraduate French, demo session. And that's why it is known as PG French, but don't take it that seriously, because it does have a levels of its own. Okay, like, no, it's not a degree. PG French is not a degree. According to the, like the standard level of DELF, there are 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. This is just a postgraduate session. We have covered a lot more of things, right? According to the syllabus. Okay, according to that syllabus. Okay, and one second, one by one, guys, because chat box is getting filled up very quickly and I'm unable to check out the all messages. Yes, can you just pronounce your name? It's Pakia Raj. Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce your name. You said I have some doubts. Yes. Have I taken your name correctly? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Sorry. Yes. So what is your doubt? I mean, in which thing you are getting confused?
French is, madam, 2 types. One French is like 80. You can say 80, this.
Yes,
80, this. And then also one more French is 90. They say 90.
See, like that's not French, right? Like that's a colloquial language, correct? But if you see a standard level of French, which is globally accepted in all over the world, right? Like how to say 80 in French. If I'm gonna give my DELF exam, if I'm gonna give my TCF or TEF exams, they won't accept septante and nonante, right? They will accept 90, soixante-dix. So
Okay.
they don't speak in that manner, okay? And if you have to officially speak this language, you have to use 90 and soixante-dix. That's the right version of French.
Okay, madam. I went to Belgium. So in Belgium, they speak like
Yeah,
90, 80, Saint,
that's
like this. And
that's
in
right.
Wales,
What happens?
yes,
What
madam.
happens, like in France also, there are multiple regions, right? Bulgarian region, like Bulgarian region, like they have a multiple region. Canada, Montreal, and everywhere, in whole Canada, people don't speak French, right? But there are some regions, Montreal and western region of Canada, where people do speak French. And what happens because of the region, it changes a bit, right? If you see in India as well, I'm speaking Hindi, but my Hindi might be differentiate from the people who are living in Jammu and Kashmir, right? Like it changes because of the region. But I'm saying about the official thing that is being accepted by the European government, right? European government and the DELF standard level, and also by the Canadian government, that is being accepted as soixante-dix and 90. So that
Okay,
is
madam.
the major thing. And also just one for one thing, Belgium and France has a bit of, like a rivalry kind of thing. So
Okay.
they have a bit of, like clashes in terms of, words and various things. But yes, you can follow soixante-dix and 90. That will
What
be a better
I
option for you.
do, I have the buyer. We are exporting T-shirts to France, also Belgium. When I
Okay.
speak French buyer, they speak
Mhm.
different, even numbers, everything. When I speak
Exactly.
Belgium buyer, they speak different. That's why I
That's
asked.
right.
Okay, okay, madam.
Yes, it's a great confusion, but like you are dealing with the colloquial people, right? You're dealing with the native people, correct? So they can have a difference of, like words and numbers. But honestly, if I'll say, like for the person who is working in a multinational company or a, like an official work, there then we have to use as 90 and soixante-dix. That will be an official thing, like as per the European
Please.
government. Yes.
Okay, madam. Okay, thank you, madam.
Anything else I can help you? Any more doubts? Okay. Are there different sessions for TEF exams preparation it includes? No, Shaurya, what happens? TEF examination has a syllabus up till the B2 level. Okay. So it depends. You have to first clear the A1, A2, B1, B2, and this is a whole combined thing that comes in the further TCF or TEF exams. That's the major thing. There is no particular syllabus for the TEF exams. It's just that if you consider the DELF A1, A2, B1, at least up till the B1, then you can cover the TEF syllabus. Yes, so first you have to cover each levels and then you can prepare for the TEF exams. Let me just check more questions if there is in the chat box. Okay, Arpita, your question is how to say how are you and I'm fine, ma'am, right? So like for example, if you want to say how are you or how are you going, so either you can say como ça va, okay, como ça va, pretty, like very subtle and calm down, como ça va, como allez-vous, and you can reply ça va, I'm fine, ça va bien, I'm well, ça va comme ci comme ça, so okay, I'm not that well, not that bad, okay, ça va pas mal, I'm not bad. I'm not good. I'm doing bad.
So, ma'am, how can we say how are you?
How can we say how are you? See, it's not like English. Okay, you cannot just convert how are you. Como sava is how are you, and como talevu is how are you going. And both of them means like aap kaise ho. Both of them means the same thing. How are you is como sava. How are you? How are you going? Como talevu. There are two ways of speaking this. And there are multiple ways as well. But this is the two important ways how you can ask someone, how are you?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Arpita, anything else? Most welcome. How to register? Any more, guys? Like if in case I have missed any of the questions of your in the chat box, can you please repeat it once more? Duration. Sadik, I have replied for Sadik. Mishika. The use of septont. Yes. Guys, any more doubts? Because I have checked the chat box. I think I have answered all of them. Any more doubts? Any more confusion do you have? Please go ahead and ask me. I didn't my answer of duration. Sadik, I already mentioned that it's gonna be of 45 hours of session, right? Like it's gonna be of 45 hours of session. It just, between 40 to 45 hours. A1. Yes, it's gonna be online class. It's gonna be totally online platform like this. We are having the session right now, the live sessions. For teaching in schools, what level one should complete? At least B2 level. Abhishek, at least B2 level. For going ahead in the profession of teaching or professor or trainer, you at least should be certified B2 level. Anytime. Anybody else, guys? Please go ahead, ask your questions. Sessions will be over Zoom or different portal. Sessions basically happen in Henry Harvard over the Zoom portal, guys. Zoom. Any more questions, guys? Go ahead. Either ask, or either speak up, or either write down in the chat box. Your choice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. What are the chances of getting job after completing the C2 level? Yeah, like after completion of the even B2 level, C1 level, you get a hell lot of job opportunities, whether it's a trainer, whether in the medical field or a tourism industry, whether in the embassies. Also, you can do the freelancing. Also, you can apply for the good brands like Netflix, Amazon Prime, where you can simply do the translation of the subtitles, okay, voice modulation, etc. There are majority of scopes are there after learning French. Is it compulsory to enroll from A1 to B2 or can we do level to level? Nehal, about this, your counselor can guide you in a more better way, okay? Like he or she can explain you in a better way that what is the most beneficial thing for you, how you can enroll yourself, okay? But yes, like B2 level is a standard level that you can achieve in French through which you can start speaking and understanding French in a better way. Yes, any more questions, guys? Guys, any more questions, guys, before packing and wrapping up of the session? Duration of course, as I have already mentioned, that duration of course lies between 40 to 45 hours for the A1 level, and same go ahead with the A2 level, and bit more for the B1 and B2 level. If I need class in live, it's possible. You have to speak about this with your counselor. Again, guys, about the fees, you have to ask with your counselor. Okay. So guys, I think I have answered all of my, all of your doubts, guys. Okay. If you still have any kind of doubts in future, guys, for example, you can ask your counselor to arrange a call with me. This is Ayanshi. I'm the French trainer and counselor of Henry Harvin, guys. Okay. And it was very nice having an interactive session, guys. Please elaborate C1 and C2 level. I mean, what exactly details you need about the C1 and C2 level, Sharmishta? I can explain in that way. Like, I mean, what kind of information you want about the C1 and C2 level? Even you can speak up as well. Sorry, Pakya Raj, like I am unable to share my contact details because I'm not allowed to. You can ask your counselor to arrange a con call with me, okay? Anytime. See, Sharmishta, for the C1 and C2 level, what you're trained for is all about the literature part, literature part, more of the vocabulary, because grammar section ends up till, at the B2 level, okay? But in the C1 and C2 level, you have to understand what is, similes, metaphor, how a poet writes down the content writing in French, right? The author poem, the double, the when we read in English, like author is trying to express something through trees, waters, he's trying to explain something magical. So we are trying to understand the literature part of the French at the C1 and C2 level. We will try to write stories, big stories, poems, feelings, drama, art, literature. That is being covered at the C1 and C2 level, Sharmishta basically, because grammar portion is basically all about up till the B2 level. Anytime, Sharmishta. Okay, so guys, this was it for today's session, guys. It was very nice meeting all of you guys. I know that I cannot just take out your names one by one, but honestly, guys, thank you so much, all of you, for joining the session. And that's it, guys. Okay, after this, if you require any help of mine, please let me know. I'll be available. Okay, bonjour, guys. Au revoir. Merci. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.
Buongiorno, madame.
Bonjour, bonjour, au revoir. Merci.
Has the class started? Has the class started? Statutory. Digestive. Uzuk. Arıya. Oh. 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 Nasıl? Onu. Onu. Ça va. Ça va. Bravo. Ah. Abi. Nasıl? Ah. আমাকে তো পায়েস দে আর ওইটা যদি
Thank you. Thank you.
মাছি ও যেন কিছু না খায় এখন।